to just have that mindset that this is the attack that the war depends on, and that it's still a very important attack.
And that's the right mindset. You have to go in, and you never know what your opponent's going to do. You never know if, say, they go with the Warden walk and it runs into trouble. So you have to go out there, give it your best, and get the 3-star so you ultimately give your team a chance. Paul is coming in with the Warden walk into the rocket balloons, setting up this nice fireball. It looks like he's going to probably target right into that core where there's so many buildings and the enemy clan castle just awaiting that fireball to be taken out. Angry Jelly does now pop off the Warden. Got to be careful because that Jelly can pull up those troops from the clan castle, but the Monolith takes it down. Tesla's popping up here from the left-hand side. He's got to be aware of that when he's setting up this fireball.
Yeah, I wonder why he's not using it, because now would have been the perfect time. Okay, finally. Okay, nice job, perfect. And now the Warden even goes to the top side, which is probably what he likes. And then he can start with the Ice Golem, the Siege Barrack, and the heroes in the bottom side of the base.
Royal Champion coming in, Rocket Spear, and
whoa, look at the skellies.
That is a skelly farm. The Rocket Spears and the Valkyrie will actually take those skeletons down, no issue. Now the Rocket Spear will finish off the Monolith. The Royal Champion has that all under control. He does have the Siege Barracks there on the top left side. King and Queen joining the Royal Champion. Warden now surging through the middle of the base, and he's going to make his way over to that Town Hall shortly. Takes that Eagle down with one shot. Remember, it was weakened up from the fireball, and this is looking really good for Paul as he still has 12 rocket balloons also yet to be deployed.
Yeah, and as you said, the Valkyrie was definitely the better choice. I just didn't see that he had one there. Now he still has the poison in the bag for the back-end Queen or back-end King, which is really, really nice. We could see the Tornado at the bottom side, and since this base is symmetrical, if he would have chosen this entry with the Warden walk and the Fireball from the bottom side, the Warden would have been pulled by the Tornado Trap into the range of the CC. So very interesting to see that this Warden walk was expected, but from the other side, because it's usually more comfortable to attack from the bottom. But in the end, this is an absolute overkill from Paul, no questions asked. This is an overpowered 3-star here, 2 minutes and 25 seconds, not even the slowest one.
Next 3 minutes as Paul's army is cooked and he is ready to attack with Electro Titans.
Oh, very nice. And quickly talking about defenses, a quick info in the background. We got Tompenai Empire versus Na'Vi in their elimination match, and Na'Vi just had their first fail. So after 3 attacks each, it's 9-8 for Tompenai. So this is also an exciting one that we're going to be keeping you updated about. But for now, let's concentrate on Paul's little Queen charge here. Double multi-archer towers. That is a lot of damage raining onto this Queen. Now the Expos will follow, and I don't know if a Rage is enough. Yeah, that's what he thinks. So he decides to support her with an invisibility spell to make sure there's no more damage raining onto that Queen. And once she has decided to go into a direction, in this case it is the left side, he sends in the Warden and probably the Electro Titans after a while. And I wonder if he is going to send the King in the inside, as we talked about yesterday, which many teams did, or if he does it like more like Synchronic Gaming and sends the King somewhere on his own to get additional value.
Siege Barracks in the left corner does see an easy funnel and will send the King right there alongside the other troops. Electro Titans are deployed, and this is going to be a massive murder ball hopping into the core of the base with a jump spell ready to commit and keep them safe. We've seen rocket loons coming out of the CC, and he needs to eliminate those fast, otherwise it's going to be a lot of damage on his troops. He's marching inward, though, and with 3 spells down, he's going to shut off so many defenses. Grand Warden's ability has already been popped, and so he's just got to rely on the last few spells that he's got. 3 more freezes to shut down maybe the Town Hall and Monolith when the damage is ramping up. That is going to be a lot of DPS stacked onto those defenses, and with no value from the Giga Poison Bomb, that is going to be a hard defense for Head Start Gaming. Super Minions snipe down the Monolith, and there's not really much to stop these heroes as long as they can chew through the last Inferno Tower. Yes, they're on a path to victory. What could be better for Paul with the last minute of this attack to see so few defenses standing, Maxi?
Yeah, it's really looking good for him. He's already celebrating there at the bottom, and I think he can with the Queen and the Royal Champion ability still intact, with 2 freezes in the back and 5 Super Barbarians to support them. This is for sure going to be a 3-star. I think he got a little bit nervous for a sec. Well, time could be an issue, but he should have it. He got a little bit nervous there
Raising
when...
his hands. He threw his hands up. Is he
clapping.
happy? Is he
clapping?
worried?
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
okay.
he's clapping. I mean, I think it was just a roller coaster of emotions there, but he's like, oh no, but is this going to be close on the time? Oh no, okay, I got it. So he will be very happy with that, and unfortunately that means that HST Gaming do not stand
From the possibility of an overwhelming victory. It's going to be an early overgrowth on the right side with 2 invisibilities to target the interior. I have not seen an overgrowth used to help a giant fireball lock like that before, Bash.
Yeah, it's a little bit more unconventional, but not only will it shut down those defenses, but it'll also create the pathing. It's essentially the same as using 2 invises, but he also has the benefit of not having to deal with those defenses now, so he can push everything to the left side of this base. So yeah, it's not a very conventional approach, but when it's done right, and we see it done pretty well right here, it can be very, very effective. Jump spell is in to create the pathing for the super witches. He wants to keep this queen on the outside, so as long as these super witches can surge forward, he should be able to do that. Raid's tower goes down, but there's not a lot of defenses there for it to affect, so that'll actually be a benefit to him as Paul is making his way through Rigo's base, and he's got to make his way all the way over to the town hall. Let's see if the royal champion comes in to support the queen, or if she'll go more on the right side for those remaining defenses.
Super Witches are well protected by the big boys out in front, hopping over walls and cracking through them with the Earthquake boots. The King out in front is going to take his last shot as he goes down and is picked up for a little bit longer thanks to the Phoenix, making their way up toward the Town Hall. It's a Tesla farm going to be popping out and trying to distract and keep all of these defenses firing away, but there's just not enough splash damage to handle the overwhelming force of these Super Witches. They get the lock into the Town Hall, and with super minion support, the Long Bob has scored the 2nd star. Paul, on his way to the triple, has a few more hitches in his way. Ricochet Cannon Tez take out one of those Super Witches, and the outer edge of the base is now going down. Royal Champion for the cleanup along the outer edge gets her Hog Riders to help on out, and this is looking like a triple.
HTM Esports get the victory with this 3-star from Paul. A very well executed attack. You shouted it out, Woody. A very unconventional opening with the overgrowth with 2 invises, but man, was that so effective for him.
And recognize that we have to report what is necessary for victory, and with the standard set at 93% and at least surpassing that, HTM Esports set a high bar that TTP could not muster past. Now it's all up to Paul. He once again has an opportunity to close out a victory if he can 3-star now. Not only would that secure victory for HTM Esports, sending them on to the grand finals, but it would secure the closeout of the HTM organization, finding the Snapdragon Pro Series grand finals all theirs.
Uh-oh, but I don't think that was the fireball he wanted. And it results in this Warden dying off, and luckily he can save a couple of healers. We see the Super Witches now. The Warden Aura is usually very nice for the Super Witches, but it's not necessary. There's definitely still a chance for this, but not the start that Paul would have wanted, Woody.
This is really horrible. Super Witches can go the long distance, but that Eagle Artillery is just going to be firing away at them the entire time, demanding so much healing from the Unicorn and the healers that they'll need to keep their backline in perfect working order. Super Witches have got those big boys still out in front soaking shots, but Ricochet Cannon can also get splash damage. Scattershot can also get splash damage. There's a lot of ways that these backline troops could go down. Paul has got a siege barracks on the right side, and the Pekkas are coming out to provide a little bit of funneling support here, still holding on to a jump spell to be able to get over these walls, but a multi-target Inferno, multi-archer tower, Town Hall still stand up, and that's going to be so much splash damage dished out against these troops. A minute and 15 remains, and Paul has got to be wary of time. He needs at least 2 stars to give HTM any hope. I don't think 3 stars is going to be possible now, though, Maxi.
I think maybe there is still a chance, but what was really unfortunate is that he was too late with his funnel, with his king. Otherwise, the Packers would have stayed on the outside and helped out the Valkyries. Now he sends the Royal Champion in way too early and from not a good angle. The Queen's job is to take out the Town Hall. Now he's sending the Royal Champion into the Town Hall. That is a huge problem. He should have sent her from 12 o'clock so she could take out those defenses over there. But I would say power-wise this still has a chance, but the time, Woody, he only has 30 seconds left, is getting awfully close.
If he had still a full army, he might be able to power through confidently, but he's got to use everything in his arsenal now to try to get that 3-star and cross the line. Paul is staring down at a big base left in only 15 seconds. He's praying, he's hoping, he's dropped everything he's got. The freeze spell down, shuts off the enemy RC. He's hoping that his heroes can cross the wall. They're throwing their spears, they're firing arrows. 5 seconds left, but the enemy RC will defend. What? Gets the 3-star. He's able to retarget the platform, and he is all smiles. 3 stars.
Prepare for you. You want to go in there and be like, okay, I need a 1-star to win the match, so that is what I'll do. And yeah, usually these pro players can really do it with their hands tied behind their backs.
Yeah, I mean, that is definitely tough, but I mean, HCM, they deserve it here. They put in the work. They brought the right bases against this HCM Brazil. I was talking about how HCM prepares for their opponents. It looks like HCM Esports did a great job preparing for their sister clan in HCM Brazil here, bringing the right bases to shut down their Lalo attack. I'm still wondering why we didn't see Pato go with the roots. Bernal, we've seen him doing a lot of Lalo, but I don't think we've seen him doing Queen Charge Lalo, so it almost feels like they were going a little bit uncharacteristic and a little unconventional to what's been working for them throughout this tournament. I don't know. I guess we'll have to see what they bring out in the next matchup here, but Paul is looking to put this war away with any star to secure the victory.
Let's say this is looking very strong. It's looking like a 3-star setup to me at the moment, because the execution is just perfect. It seems like you can really tell how there is really no pressure on him. If I were him, I would send a balloon now from 3 o'clock to trigger the poison spell tower, but the headhunter actually did the job for him. He has to keep the Warden alive now to take out the Town Hall.
Warden's doing a great job working on through there. Great invis. Probably didn't even need the invis. The Warden was pretty healthy throughout there. Does have headhunters coming out of the clan castles. Got to keep an eye on where they go. Looks like they're going to go up north to the Archer Queen, so doesn't have to worry about them dealing with his Warden there in the middle. As long as this Warden can stay up, this should be really strong. King and Queen working through the bottom side of the base. He has the King going over to deal with the enemy Queen, and he should be able to open up this section of the base as well. Still 10 rocket balloons yet to be deployed, and Paul is looking to put this one away with the 3-star.
Yeah, it's looking really strong, and the Royal Champion has been used. That is pretty unusual for this types of attack strategy, but even with just the rocket balloons and the spells, look at this. He can. That is very nice. He uses 1 balloon to check that there is not a red mine farm around this multi-inferno, and then he sends in a couple more, and this base is finished. Paul finishing in style, not as close as his last attack, and I think he likes it better that way. And that is another 14-star war, and we said it. If that's the target for your team, you're one of the best in the world, and in this case, they have just defeated last year